In the news at 7, residents, faith leaders share thoughts and love as world marks St. Valentine's Day. Ondo government pushes for tech growth, empowers youth with digital skills. INEC set to consult stakeholders over election dates overlapping with national days. And from the foreign scene, European leaders seek stronger US ties amid global economic pressures. Good evening and a warm welcome to the news. Happy Valentine's Day. Kunle Ariyo is my name. Today is Valentine's Day, a day set aside every September 14 to celebrate and show love across the world. While this year's celebration appears to be on a low key, some Nigerians said it as a day like every other day, while others describe it as a time set aside to show love. Blessing Obe went around the city of Akure to feel the mood of residents on the celebration. Her report.
Valentine's Day, also known as Lover's Day, is believed to have started in honor of a martyr named Saint Valentine and is now celebrated across the world as a day of love. In the city of Akure, the day, usually marked with red and white outfits, appears different this year. Unlike previous years, the mood is not what it used to be. Aside from a few malls displaying gifts, flowers, teddy bears, cakes, and other items for loved ones, the celebration this year seems to be on a low key. While the mood appears low, some residents describe the day as a time to express love to people around them. They urge Nigerians to always lend a helping hand to others and show love to those in need.
Today being Valentine, as we all know, is a lover's day from Saint Valentine. That's where we got the Valentine, showing love. The man was showing love to people, not minding the tribe, the races, category of people, not minding the class of people, but to everyone. And this is what is expected of us. It's unfortunate that people are using it in a negative way, celebrating it in a negative way. But we are to show love to people, impact the life of someone that you know through showing love. That is Valentine to me. I came all the way from Benin to see my daughter in school here, so I'm spending the day with her and her friend, and
Valentine's Day for me is all about friendship, showing love to one another, irrespective of people's background, irrespective of their personality, irrespective of their culture. We should always show love to ourselves. Let's be a brother's keeper. Let's lend a hand. Whenever we find anybody in need, please let's show love by lending a hand to them. And I hope the society will be a better place if we can do that.
Valentine's Day, globally celebrated as a day of love, is also seen by many as a reminder to spread care and kindness, not as a platform to encourage immorality, but as a time to positively impact lives. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
Also, as millions across the world celebrate Valentine's Day with gifts, flowers, and the expression of affection, religious leaders are offering a different perspective on what love truly represents. Christian and Muslim colleagues say while love remains a central teaching of their faith, the modern celebration of Valentine's Day has been widely misunderstood and does not have roots in the Holy Books. Joy Pius reports on the religious views surrounding the celebration. Has brought.
Valentine's Day, observed every February 14, is often associated with romantic gestures, exchange of gifts, and public displays of affection. But beyond the celebrations, religious leaders are raising concerns about the growing commercialization and moral implications attached to the day, as it has been misunderstood in today's society. They noted that what should be a reminder of love has in some cases been reduced to material exchange and inappropriate conduct, especially among young people. Speaking on the significance of love in Christianity, a Christian cleric noted that while love is a core message of the Bible, Valentine's Day itself is not instituted in the scriptures. He explained that genuine love, as taught in the Holy Bible, should be practiced daily through kindness, sacrifice, patience, and compassion, not restricted to a single date on the calendar.
It does not start from the Bible. So the Bible does not say we should celebrate it. But we should try to use the time to teach our young ones, to teach the family about what love is. Love is not to be celebrated. Love is to practice. We practice love. The book of Corinthians says a lot about it. So we should make sure that we practice love.
Similarly, a Muslim scholar emphasized that Valentine's Day is not recognized in the Quran or Islamic teachings. According to him, Islam encourages believers to show love and mercy consistently, particularly within marriage and the larger society, but cautions against activities that contradict moral and spiritual values.
Táàrí nínú hadith ìyẹn súnà tí Ànábì Muhammad àádápadà ni kò sí tó jọ fún àwa láti pé ká máa ṣe àyájọ́ olólùfẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n kí ni ìfẹ́ gangan? Ìfẹ́ ti wà láti ìpìlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwa mùsùlùmí Kùránì faramọ́ ká lo ìfẹ́ fúnra wa nínú ilé. Ìfẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàrin ọkọ sáya, ìfẹ́ ni, ọmọ sí bàbá, ìfẹ́ ni, ẹbí sẹ́bí, ìfẹ́ ni, bákan náà ládùúgbò sádùúgbò ká mú lo ìfẹ́ fúnra wa. Tí Kùránì faramọ́ nìyẹn torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run àti ọ̀rọ̀ Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ó ní la yuminu ahadukum yuhibbu ó ní ẹnìkan ò ní nífẹ̀ẹ́ kó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọnìkejì ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ara rẹ̀.
Religious leaders are therefore urging youths to express love responsibly in ways that reflect discipline, modesty, and respect for their faith. They also encouraged couples to use the Valentine period as an opportunity to rekindle affection and strengthen their commitments to one another, while extending love beyond romance to acts of charity and service to humanity.
This exchange of love affairs that we are talking about is not for the unmarried group. It's not for the youth. It's not for the minors. It is for those who have married. They have been united together. They are bound together by the bond of marriage. They are carrying responsibility between the two of them. Therefore, when such a day now come, they now soak it, they now sow it. Their children will even see it. Their relatives will see it. Their parents will also see it, that these people, as they love themselves before we unite them together, they are still loving one another even up to today.
Every day is Valentine for couple is in love, but every couple by this time they should use it to review their marriage. My advice to the youth is that at this time they should be morally upright. They should not depend on sex at this time. They should think about their future, because their future is more than now.
Èyí tó wà mẹ́ni pé àwa tí a jẹ́ olórí ẹ̀sìn àníṣẹ̀ṣe, àwọn òbí náà àníṣẹ̀ṣe nípa pé kíni kárí pé a kìlọ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ wa láti pé kí nǹkan yẹn kò dáa rárá ẹgbẹ́ bá ti ní òdà kò dáa ni.
For both faiths, love is sacred, continuous, and best expressed through actions that uphold moral and spiritual principles. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Away from Valentine stories, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has clarified the rationale behind the scheduled dates for the 2027 general election, following concerns from stakeholders about possible clashes with nationally recognized holidays and observance. according to a statement by the National Commissioner and the Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Mohammed Kadu Haruna. The election timetable was drawn in compliance with the 1999 Constitution as amended, the Electoral Act 2022, and its own regulations and guidelines for the conduct of elections. The Commission noted that its regulations in force since 2019 mandate presidential and National Assembly elections to hold on the third Saturday of February, while governorship and state houses of assembly elections are scheduled 2 weeks later. Based on these provisions, INEC fixed February 20, 2027 for the presidential and National Assembly polls and March 6, 2027 for governorship and state houses of assembly elections, while acknowledging stakeholders' concerns over the overlap with holidays. INEC assured Nigerians that consultations are ongoing and that it may seek legislative intervention if adjustments are required, reaffirm its commitment to a transparent and credible 2027 elections. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has resolved to reconvene for an emergency session on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, to deliberate on issues arising from the Independent National Electoral Commission's release of the timetable for the 2027 general elections. The House spokesperson, Akin Rotimi, said the decision is necessary given the electoral body's announcement of constitutional and national significance. According to the statement, the session is expected to focus on legislative matters connected to the newly released timetable, reflecting the House's resolve to act promptly on issues affecting the nation's democratic process. We'll now take a break. When we come back, we'll give you more stories. Please do stay with us. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our digital channel Moplex 720 on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV and on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. The Ondo State government has graduated 500 youths trained in various ICT skills as part of its efforts to equip young people for the digital economy. At the graduation and certificate presentation ceremony held in Akure, the state governor Loki Ayedatiwa stressed the importance of digital skill acquisition in tackling unemployment and reducing crime among young ones. Government House correspondent Zimo Ebiemi's report is presented by Tolulope Oyebode.
The one-month intensive training program was organized by the Ondo State Information Technology Agency, SITA, in collaboration with the Nigerian German Center for Migration and Development and other development partners. The training, conducted across 4 centers in the state, covered key digital areas such as back-end development, front-end development, Python programming, and data analytics. At the graduation ceremony in Akure, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, represented by his deputy Olaide Adelami, stressed the importance of digital skill acquisition in tackling unemployment and reducing crime among youths.
This concluded training program is unique, not only because of the cutting-edge innovative skills it offers, but also because it is designed to be inclusive. It cut across all the 3 senatorial districts of Ondo State, ensuring that no youth is left behind, irrespective of their location.
The governor reaffirmed that his government remains focused on technological advancement youth empowerment and industrial growth under the Our His policy thrust. As part of this commitment, the governor revealed that a technology hub has been established at Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology alongside efforts to expand internet access across the state, including rural communities, through accelerated approvals for telecommunications infrastructure and the deployment of fiber to the home connectivity.
By providing our youth with ICT skills in high demand areas like back-end development, front-end development, Python programming, and digital analytics, we are not only enhancing their employability and access to remote job opportunities, but also preparing them to become job creators and entrepreneurs. These are skills that transcend local relevance and meet global standards, ensuring that our youth can compete on the international stage.
Governor Aiyedatiwa commended development partners including the Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment and NTech Information Systems for their collaboration in building the capacity of young people in the state.
Let me take this opportunity to express my gratitude to our partners, the Nigerian German Center for Migration and Development, the Federal Ministry of Labour and Productivity, NTech Information System, for their invaluable support in making this initiative a reality. Your collaboration with us to invest in the future of Ondo State youth is an investment in the future of our state and indeed our country.
In his remarks, the chairman of the Ondo State Information Technology Agency, Tomide Akinribido, applauded the governor for creating an enabling environment for youth innovation and capacity building. He urged the graduating participants to apply the knowledge gained and remain committed to continuous learning and self-improvement.
The future belongs to those who are ready, prepared, and equipped to seize the immense opportunities that come with technological advancement. We have succeeded in inspiring the next generation of tech leaders and innovators in our state. To the graduating trainees, I urge you to take full advantage of this opportunity. The skills you have acquired will be the tools that you will use to build your future.
Also speaking, the head of programs at GIZ ZME, Sandra Alunge, reaffirmed our organization's commitment to supporting the state government in expanding digital opportunities for young people. Certificates were presented to the beneficiaries with a call to apply their new skills and boost Ondo's digital economy. Tululope Oyebode, Osrc News.
The Ondo State Security Network Agency Amotekun Corps has intensified its offensive against kidnapping and other violent crimes following the arrest of several suspects allegedly linked to kidnapping activities across parts of the state. The Corps Commander Adetunji Adeleye, while parading dozens of suspects in Akure, said through collaboration with community vigilante groups, the Corps has successfully foiled 5 kidnapping attempts in recent weeks. Our correspondent Abidemi Akinrotoye reports.
In what authorities describe as a major breakthroughs in the fight against kidnapping, the Ondo State Amotekun Corps has arrested scores of suspects believed to be connected to kidnapping networks operating within the state. Out of 94 suspects arrested in recent operations, 34 were physically paraded, while 61 others allegedly discovered concealed in a truck in Akure are currently undergoing profiling and interrogation. Commander Adetunji Adeleye revealed that several suspects were apprehended in notorious flashpoints including Iluabo, Ayede Akure, Iloro Camp and Ogbese areas that have recently witnessed reported kidnapping attempts.
Another 55 and Solomon 20 were arrested in the
for kidnapping and illegal mining. On anti-grazing, we have the Mao, Jibril and Azam. This brings the total of those being paraded for these activities to 34 here with us, and those not being paraded will be investigated right now at 61.
According to the commander, the arrests were the outcome of intelligence-driven joint operations involving Amotekun operatives and other security agencies. He noted that proactive surveillance and coordinated patrols have disrupted criminal hideouts and thwarted multiple kidnapping attempts, particularly along the Iluabo axis.
We were able to foil 5 cases of kidnapping as a result of the activities and joint community efforts of the community hunters, the vigilante and Amotekun in that axis. I want to place it on record that we were able to achieve this with the collaborative efforts of all the security agencies in the state, especially the police, the civil defense, and the DSS and the Nigerian Army.
To further strengthen security, Amotekun Rangers have established 2 static forest posts and deployed personnel along strategic routes prone to abduction activities. While investigations continues, the Corps assured residents that the ongoing operations are targeted at dismantling kidnapping syndicates and restoring confidence in public safety. With the profiling of the 61 suspects ongoing, authorities say the clampdown of kidnapping and violent crimes will be sustained to ensure the safety of lives and property. Abidemi Akinrotoye.
6 people have died from Lassa fever in Edo State. The Commissioner of Health, Dr. Siri Oshiomole, at a press conference in Benin City, disclosed that the state has so far recorded 28 confirmed cases of the disease. He noted that the recent increase in infections in Esako West and Eastern West local government areas indicates sustained community transmission that requires urgent public health intervention. The Commission explained that the Edo State government had anticipated the seasonal nature of Lassa fever outbreaks, prompting early preparedness measures. As part of its response, the government donated Lassa fever treatment packs to the Irua Specialist Teaching Hospital to support patient care and strengthen containment efforts. And to the foreign scene, European leaders are calling for a reset in relations with the United States as concerns grow over Washington's posture towards Europe following sharp criticism from Donald Trump, tariff threat, and reported military activity around Greenland. Germany's Chancellor says the global rules-based order is under strain, while France's president urges Europe to assert itself as a stronger and more independent geopolitical force. Adironke Kolawole completes the story.
This was a landmark speech from the German Chancellor. The world is entering a new era. The so-called rule-based order is over, he said.
Wir sind dieser Welt nicht ausgeliefert.
Europe now needs to stand on its own, but he switched to English for this bit, preserving its alliance in NATO with the US.
In the era of great power rivalry, even the United States will not be powerful enough to go it alone. Dear friends, being a part of NATO is not only Europe's competitive advantage, it's also the United States' competitive advantage. So let's repair and revive transatlantic trust together. We, the Europeans, we are doing our part.
In this new world, the The French President Emmanuel Macron told the gathering Europe needs to learn to become a geopolitical power and in the process promote its model of cooperation.
Let's provide a positive image of ourselves and let's be proud of ourselves, because this is what our fellow citizens need, and this is, I really believe, the reality of this continent. We should be proud of our European achievements.
Ahead of new talks between Ukraine and Russia due to take place next week in Geneva, President Zelensky, who is in Munich, will be aware of growing U.S. impatience. Secretary of State Marco Rubio skipped a meeting with Zelensky in his Western allies, just as President Trump told reporters the Ukrainian leader needed to hurry up and accept a peace deal or be left behind. Adirunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
Well, that's where we have come to the end of the bulletin tonight. But before we go, let's take a look at the main point. We told you that religious leaders have urged Nigerians to reflect on the true meaning of love, the Valentine's Day, emphasizing moral values and discouraging excessive commercialization and misconduct. Also, we informed you that the Ondo State government has graduated 500 youth in ICT skills as part of effort to build a digital economy, tackle unemployment, and expand technological infrastructure across the state. We also informed you that INEC says it is consulting stakeholders over concerns that the 2027 general elections date may clash with national holidays, adding that legislative intervention could be considered if adjustments are necessary. Also, from the foreign scene, we informed you that at the Munich Security Conference, European leaders have called for a reset in relations with the United States, stressing the need for Europe to assert itself amid growing geopolitical tensions and concerns over Washington's stance. And that's it on the news at 7. Well, thank you for being a part of it. Good evening.